Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Browns edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. Kelly Washington had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Bengals beat the Bills. In the home of country music, Tennessee, we had the Titans end up on the short end of an 18-point shtick. Over at 3Com Park, we had the 49ers decisively win by 17 points. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Willis McGahee sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. The team doctors have reported a pulled hamstring, and he'll be out for 8 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Tommy Polley is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for 5 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
The Panthers had over 100 return yards in their victory at Qualcomm Stadium. Patriots, Vikings. Mo Williams was such a tough runner. Split in the backfield at the 35-yard line, and look at him stiff-arm that defender, and it opens up the hole for a touchdown. The Vikings win this one by the final score of 24-23. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Robert Porcher will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 6 years, $9.4 million. Sean Ellis is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Jets. Kevin Carter will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 6 years, $17.9 million, plus a $1.7 million signing bonus. Al Wilson will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Bucs.
The Steelers won on the road and will head into their bye week on a high note. Willie Ponder had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Giants beat the Eagles. Down in Dallas in the Lone Star State, we had the Cowboys bash their way to a 23-point victory. Down in the Georgia Dome, we had the Falcons put on a show and come out on top by 20. Chiefs, Dolphins. Larry Johnson is such a tough runner. Split in the backfield at the 35-yard line, and look at him stiff-arm that defender, and it opens up the hole for a touchdown. The Chiefs go on to win this by the final score of 20-14. The Broncos had over 100 return yards in their victory at Invesco Field at Mile High. And in our final game, we had the Cardinals come away victorious. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.